Hi everyone, my name's Arnel, and in today's lesson I'm going to teach you 21 common questions many native English speakers use, which are probably not in your English course books. Why? Well, today's questions are informal and mainly used in conversational English. Will you hear these questions in an exam? Probably not. But you will hear them in movies, TV series, podcasts, and in conversations around you in English-speaking environments. There's going to be a lot of information in today's lesson, so I have this entire lesson on my blog. You'll be able to read the examples if you want to. I'll link my blog down below for you. At the end of this lesson, can you please let me know which question was your favorite? My personal favorite is question number 6. 21 questions. Are you ready? Let's start. Number 1. Where are you headed? Definition. Where are you going? Think about your head. Your head tells you where to go. Where are you headed? I'm going home. I'm heading home. Where are you headed after New York? We are slowly making our way south to Florida. Some people say, where are you heading? With the ing form. Same thing. In today's lesson, try not to analyze the grammar. Think about each question as a set expression. Where are you headed? Where are you heading? You know, when we're speaking, we like to be really lazy. You might hear people removing the be form. Where are you headed? Where are we headed? But isn't that bad grammar? Yeah, but you might hear people saying it.
Where are you headed?
Where are we headed?
Number 2, what brings you to city, country? Definition. Why are you here? What brings you to the US? I'm an exchange student. I'll be here for 6 months. What brings you to South Korea? I'm just visiting. Number 3. How do you take your tea or coffee? Take? Like take away? No. Definition. Would you like milk or sugar in your coffee? How do you take your coffee? Black. Black means no milk. How do you take your coffee? White with sugar, please. White means with milk. What about you? How do you take your tea or coffee?
Tea, Al. How do you take your tea? Black or white?
Okay, we're getting warmed up. The next 2 questions are variations of how are you? You already know how are you. Number 4. How is it going? Going? Am I going somewhere? No. How is it going has nothing to do with going somewhere. Definition. How are you? Again, we like to be a little lazy and contract the question. How is it going becomes, how's it going? How's it going? You can see we drop the G sound. How's it going? Hey Anne, how's it going? Great, and you? Wonderful. Catch you later. How's it going? I don't feel like talking about anything right now. Number 5, how are you doing? Yes, this is an extension of how are you, and maybe an examiner could ask you this question. How are you doing today? But I wanted to include this question in my list because the pronunciation is different when we're speaking quickly. How are you doing often becomes how you doing? How you doing? You can see we remove the B form. We remove the G form. Hey Steph, how you doing? Great. Actually, could you help me with something? I know many of you have watched at least a clip of the TV show Friends. You know the character Joey? Well, his catchphrase is, "How you doing?" He uses it to flirt with women.
How you doing?
How are you? How is it going? How are you doing? They mean the same thing. But these questions can be used in two different ways. One, you're asking a real question. You really want information. Maybe a doctor can ask you, "How are you? How's it going? How you doing?" Or these questions could just be, "Hello." Something like this. "Hey, how's it going?" "Yeah, good, and you?" "Great, thanks." "Hey, hi, morning. How you doing?" "How's it going?" "Yo." "Hey, how's it going?" Okay, maybe the yo was a bit unnatural. Yo is slang for hey, hello. Maybe teenagers might say yo, but you really wouldn't hear that in an office environment. But what if we want more information? We don't just want to say, hey, hi. Number 6. What have you been up to? What have you been up to? Definition. Tell me what is happening in your life now. Give me new information. What have you? What have you? What have you? What have you been up to? What have you been up to? I haven't seen you in months. What have you been up to? Nothing much. I've just been really busy with work. We should have coffee and catch up. So you can see this question is normally in the present perfect. What have you been up to? But the present simple also works. You saw Ben last night? What is he up to? He just started his 2nd year at university. His 2nd year? Already? Wow. I use this question a lot, especially when I see a student I haven't seen in a long time. I love asking this question. Hey, what have you been up to? I want new information. Okay, we know what is he, she, you up to. What are you up to? We know we want more information, new information. But number 7, what is someone up to can also mean I'm suspicious. What is he or she doing? My kids have been really quiet. What are they up to? Brianna has been really nice to me today. She's normally not this nice. What is she up to? Number 8, what is going on? Again, going here has nothing to do with going somewhere. The first definition could be the same as number 6. What have you been up to? What's going on? Give me some information. But I want to focus on definition number 2. What is going on? I see or feel a problem. I want an explanation. Why are there so many police vans outside? What's going on? You've been moody for days. What's going on? And moody means your mood always changes. If someone is moody, they have like a dark cloud over their head. Moody is always negative. What's going on? Maybe if I'm trying to work and my kids are fighting, they're shouting, one of them starts crying, I can say, what's going on? Number 9 and number 10. Let's do these side by side because they look so similar. Number 9. What's wrong? Definition. Are you okay? Is there a problem? Number 10. What's wrong with you? Definition. Why did you do that bad, crazy, stupid thing? What's wrong? I got some bad news today. You tattooed your face on your head. What's wrong with you? So you can see, with you changes everything.
He is 9 years old. What is wrong with you?
I like showing clips in this lesson because it can really give you the emotion of the question. You can see asking someone what's wrong with you, someone might be offended if you ask that. Number 11, we're halfway there. How could you? How could you? Definition, I am sad, hurt, angry by your actions. I can't believe you did that. When we use this question, we feel betrayed. What does it mean to feel betrayed? Well, you thought someone was your friend. You thought someone loved you. You thought someone was going to help you, but they did the opposite. They hurt you. We use this question for kind of a big, powerful situation. So if your teacher gives you a bad grade on your test, you can't say, "How could you?" You need it for something a little bit more extreme.
How could you? How could you?
Can you feel that? Can you feel the betrayal? Number 12. What's with or what's up with Same thing. Definition. I see something different. I'm curious. I want an explanation. And this question isn't negative or positive. It just depends on the situation. What's with all the decorations? It's our CEO's birthday tomorrow. We're throwing him a surprise party. What's up with your dog? He's been sitting like that for 5 minutes. Oh, he likes to watch the squirrels in the trees. He can sit like that for hours. Similarly, question 13. What's the deal with Again, you see something different. You're curious, you want an explanation. Like during the pandemic. What's the deal with everyone buying so much toilet paper? I don't know.
What's the deal with the outfit?
What's the deal with the outfit? An outfit is everything someone is wearing, top to bottom. This is one outfit, including shoes. Your shoes could be part of your outfit. Here's another outfit. Ooh, this is my favorite outfit. So the man is asking, what's the deal with the outfit? Why are you wearing that? 14. What do you do? What is your job? What do you do? I'm an English teacher. Let's use past simple. What did your grandpa do? He was a chemist. I'm curious. Let me know. What do you do? 15. What have I, or another subject, done? What have I done? Present perfect. This one's a little bit dramatic. Definition. I'm in shock because I did something bad. I regret this. What have I done? I accidentally sent a top secret email to the wrong person. We can also say this to someone else when we are in shock that they did something wrong. What have you done? There really is a bit of drama behind the question.
What have I done? What have I done?
What have you done, Jack? What have you done?
Question 15 is what we call a rhetorical question. What is a rhetorical question? A rhetorical question is a question we ask, but we don't really expect an answer. It's not a real question. We just ask it to express ourselves. What's the difference between number 15, what have you done, and number 11, how could you? Well, firstly, they're both usually rhetorical questions, but what have you done is more about being in shock. What have you done? And how could you is more about feeling betrayed. Let's continue with the drama. Lots of questions can be pretty dramatic. Number 16. Who do you think you're talking to? Who do you think you're talking to? Definition. I'm better than you. I'm more powerful, richer, more famous than you. You can't say that to me. Employee. You're late again. Please don't tell us to be on time if you're not on time. Manager. Who do you think you're talking to? Teenager. Mom, I'm hungry. Make me a sandwich. Who do you think you're talking to, mister?
Sweet potato! Who do you think you're talking to?
Who do you think you're talking to?
17. Oh, we're really getting through this list. We're almost done. What's gotten into you? What is a contracted form for what has? What has gotten into you? Definition. Why are you suddenly acting differently in a bad way? When we ask this question, we're normally not asking about a positive change. You don't normally swear. What's gotten into you? What's gotten into Clive? He's been really quiet lately. Now, how can we ask this question but about a positive behavior change? Number 18. 18 is a fun one. I like 18. Who are you and what have you done with person? Definition. You're acting differently in a positive way. Imagine your friend hates exercising. They never want to exercise. One day, they come up to you and say, I got a personal trainer and I'm going to have sessions 3 days a week. You could ask, who are you and what have you done with my friend? It's kind of like aliens abducted the original person and replaced it with a more positive person. Let's do another situation. Imagine your parents never want to spend money. Everything is too expensive, too expensive, too expensive. University student. Oh, I need a new laptop. Mine is 5 years old. Dad, let me buy you a new one. We should get you a MacBook. Who are you and what have you done with my dad? 19. Why would or wouldn't I plus verb? Notice I'm using the modal verb would. Again, think of these questions as one piece of vocabulary. You know, you don't want to analyze the grammar too much with these here. Definition. I'm surprised you asked me that question. Why would I or would I not do that? Are you going to your sister's wedding? My sister's wedding? Why wouldn't I go? I'm surprised you asked me that question. Did you take my lunch out of the fridge? It had my name on it. Why would I? Of course not. You okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Why? Why would I? Why? Why?
Number 20. How come? Come like come? Definition. Why or why not? Let's start with why. Why are your hands so cold? Why do you take the bus to work when you have a car? I'm not going to Megan's party. Why not? We can replace all of the whys with how come. How come your hands are so cold? How come you take the bus to work when you have a car? I'm not going to Megan's party. How come?
And forget how come you didn't pay me?
So how come you broke up with Sheldon?
How do you know we broke up?
Okay, you've made it to the very last question. Where does the time go? 21. Where does the time go? Definition. Wow, time passes so quickly. Again, this is a rhetorical question. Parents, our youngest child is going to university. Where does the time go? At work. It's already 1? Where does the time go? Let's get some lunch. Student watching this YouTube video. What? We're on the 21st question already? Where does the time go? I hope that's what you're thinking. I hope you're not like this. All of the questions here are on my blog. If you want, you can read all of the sentences to review. Let me know in the comments which question or questions were your favorite. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!